Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we talking about? Y'all hyenas out here that's getting mad at the passport bros. You can't compete with them. We're starting to see an uptick of Black women wanting to compete now with passport bros. We can get our passports too, and I got a real quick clip to share with y'all, and then we're gonna come back and cook. So let me go ahead, let me share my screen, and here we go.
All these women saying they can get their passports too, I don't think they realize how crazy foreign men are. Like, you will get your head popped off if you come at your husband sideways. So if you're asking, like, can you get ran through? Sure, that's easy. The shit you do here in the States and how horribly you treat men, that won't fly overseas. So good luck with that.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it run a second time, because when I tell you, when she said head popped off, I about died. We gonna run it one more time.
All these women saying they can get their passports too, I don't think they realize how crazy foreign men are. Like, you will get your head popped off if you come at your husband sideways. So if you're asking, like, can you get ran through? Sure, that's easy. The shit you do here in the States and how horribly you treat men, that won't fly overseas. So good luck with that.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing that. And she's absolutely right. See, it's not so much that the foreign men are crazy. It's just that even foreign men here in America, who live here in America, they have a value system, they have a culture, okay? And Black women aren't gonna disrupt it. Now, the reason why that lady on the clip is saying what she's saying, which I agree with 100%, you're gonna get your head popped off, the head poppers, okay? These men gonna be number one head poppers around here dealing with you, okay? This is why the vast majority of Black women cannot compete with the passport bros, and it's stupid to even say so, because nobody actually is checking for, coming for, looking for, trying to marry, trying to scoop up Black women in mass to be their wives and to integrate them into their culture and in their community. And one of the main reasons why that is so is because the world has actually seen what Black women are about via social media. I don't think y'all understand how far social media traveled. How y'all know it's worldwide, right? Y'all understand that when stuff get on TikTok, when stuff get on Twitter, when stuff get on Instagram, when stuff get on Facebook, when stuff get on YouTube, y'all do understand that the whole world that is distributed. People, they log on, and the image of Black women is the image of Black women. The appearance value of Black women is horrendous. And y'all know that. You know that the image and the appearance value of the thotting, the hoeing, the promiscuity, the misandry is one of the biggest ones. These other men from any other culture, whether you're going Asian, whether you're going European, whether you're going wherever you're trying to go, Polynesian, wherever, Mexican, wherever you're trying to go, even African, wherever you're actually trying to go, These men have seen you and made a judgment call on the entire scope of American Black women. And they have surmised that we are all hoes, that we like getting ran through, that we listen to crazy music, that we think it's normal to have children out of wedlock. We think it's normal to not have men in our family. We think it's normal to not listen to men. We think it's normal to hate men. We think it's normal to talk down on, specifically on Black men, no matter what his relation is to us, whether he's our son, our brother, our uncle, our father, our grandfather, the co-worker, the whoever he is. We find it to be acceptable in Black culture to talk crazy and talk greasy to and about Black men to their faces. We think it's acceptable to harm them physically when they don't do what we want them to do. We think it's acceptable to slander them. We think it's acceptable to talk crazy publicly about them, talk about their shortcomings, whether real or made up. And these other men actually see Black women as degenerates. They see Black women as disrespectful. They see Black women as disloyal. They see Black women as dishonorable. And they see that Black women are all of these things to the men that actually hold up their community that they're in. These other men, they think differently. They are not just other men. That's just a different skin color than Black men, American Black men. These men have grown up in different cultures, patriarchal, the vast majority of them. Patriarchal. That very thing that white women had y'all fighting against for feminism, these other men thrive in such cultures. They don't believe in women not listening to them. They don't believe at popping off at the mouth. They don't believe at yapping and, you know what I'm saying, and doing all this and getting smart, you know what I'm saying, and putting your neck on a, you know, on a swivel and all of that type of stuff. Like they don't rock with that at all. At all. That's not what they do. They don't tolerate it. I don't care if he live in a hut with a dirt road or he live in a mansion in an estate somewhere. They don't tolerate the disrespect. They don't tolerate the sideways talking. They don't tolerate they don't tolerate none of that. They see how you disrespect Black men. That's a red flag for them. They see how you speak about yourself. They see how you speak about Black men. They see how you deprive your children of fathers. They see how you alienate the men in your community. They see all of this stuff. And that the other thing that they know that other men have understood about Black women is that they know you code switch to come to them. And they see that as deceitful and dishonest. Okay? Because they know how you are. And then when you come to them, all of a sudden you're this wonderful, magical, submissive, wonderful woman. They know that that's cap. They know that's cap for the vast majority of American Black women. And unfortunately, they right. Because there's only so many lionesses. And most of the lionesses are already taken. All men from all walks of life and all cultures want respect from women and they want femininity from women. And you have very little of both. You have very little of both. You are masculine and don't nobody like that. And you are disrespectful and don't nobody like that because you got a little smart mouth. And you like to pop off with your mouth and think that ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Like that woman said, you get your head popped off. Because see, they don't mind a backhand to your lip. They don't mind none of that. That's culturally acceptable to them. That is culturally acceptable to them. Most cultures, that's culturally acceptable for a man to put his hands on his wife to correct her behavior. That's only in America baby girl, where how we interact and deal with black men, that's not just culturally acceptable. But men from other places, you go to Africa, you go to the Middle East, you go to Asia, you go to any of the European countries, you go to any of the Caribbean countries, you go to South America, you go to any of these other places, and them men is about popping you. You will get popped quick. And he'll move on throughout the day. It will not be a big thing. I promise you it won't be a big thing. I promise you it won't be a blow up like you think it's going to be. Because once he do that, that's supposed to put you back in line. And he ain't even supposed to have to say it no, and he wants sex that night. Like, you can have your feelings hurt if you want to. I don't know who y'all think y'all talking about, or what you think is about to happen. Your reputation has preceded you, and it has not been good. So foreign men got more sense than to mess with you, other than thotting you and smutting you and all that kind of stuff. Because he can find women of his own tribe that give him what he wants. And she understands him biologically. She understands him culturally. She understands him environmentally. So it's a lot of things that he don't have to deal with or worry about when it be concerned about as it pertains to her. Like he got to be concerned about with you, because see, you carry too much trouble and threat because you get your own man all that trouble. So he not trying to find a needle in the haystack either. Just like black men are already saying, nope, we're voting with our feet. We're going somewhere else. We're going to get women from other cultures that know how to act. You know what I'm saying? And all this type of stuff. Other men see that. Other men see black men leaving. And they not stupid to come. They not gonna come fill that vacuum like you think that they're gonna do. They got their own women to choose from and to look after. You're not included. So whose loss is it? Your loss, right? Because black men have been awakened to it and they're voting with their feet. So if you could have got yourself together, which is too late for the hyenas now. All that divesting and all that kind of stuff come unnecessary. Because had you been women and focused on being proper women, you could have been provided for. You could have been problem solved for. You could have been protected. You could have been procreated with in terms of loved by the very best of black men. And both of you would have been happy. But too late for the hyenas. Nobody, you're done. We stick a fork in you. You're done. Nobody's asking and nobody's trying to get nobody to come stick with you because you don't have any loyalty. So you don't need nobody to stick with you. You strong and independent. So you got this, sis. You got it. We believe you. Only a lioness and young black women, young lionesses that are really trying to find their way out of the BS and out of the trick bag and navigate their way around the pitfall. Lionesses want to know how to be valuable as women, full stop. This is who we talking to. Okay? This is who we talking to. We're talking about the lionesses. When we talk about community and when we talk about, you know what I'm saying, building and stuff like that, we're not talking about no hyenas. We're not talking about them. Nobody's trying to save them and nobody's trying to get nobody to save them. I'm not running interference for the boneyard. But the lionesses want to know how to be a valuable woman, full stop. And in that way, all of that divesting and trying to compete, all of that go out of the window because that's nothing but gynocentric, bitter hyena talk anyway. Lionesses have value. All men can see women that have value when she holds value, when it's real value. Lionesses don't have to code switch because the value that she has as a woman is real and it's authentic and it's internal. So she don't have to put the Valley Girl place on because she wants a white guy. Like, ain't nobody got to do that. Nobody. And lionesses are not attempting in any way, shape, or form to compete with passport bros or to discourage passport bros or talk ill about them or none of that. None of it. Because lionesses are focused on trying to be the best lionesses that they can be and try to get the covering of the best lion that they can find. That is what lionesses are trying to do. So all of that competing with passport bros, that's hyena talk, to always be trying to compete with a man in some type of way. It's nothing but bitterness, and it's really a way to try to deflect away from the fact that she needs to do the work and is refusing to do the work to become a better woman. She refuses to do that. So she failed as a woman, and she wants men to just deal with that and accept that failure. And it's not about to happen. It's not about to happen. Sorry, Charlie. Sorry, not sorry. Just wanted to say that, and I want to bring everybody's attention to the petition we have against Black Lives Matter, still going strong. If you want to be part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable for the more than $100 million theft that they perpetrated on the Black community, please click the link in the description box. Go ahead and sign, share, and contribute to the petition as well. Also jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.